Howdy, it's Uncle Paul, and I want to show you my own personal trail. Okay, today I want to cook some bass. Now I'm gonna start off with cooking some asparagus. It was frozen in a bag, and you can steam it, but I like to brown it in a skillet. So the whole bag here is only 70 calories. I may not eat but half the bag, but I'm going to go ahead and cook it all up now while I got a pan going here. And I've got 1 tablespoon of olive oil. The pan's preheated on medium high, so I'll get those going first. Good old asparagus, I love it. Okay, now I've got my pan that I'm going to cook the bass in already preheated, also medium-high heat. Now, what I'm going to do with the bass is I'm going to coat it with this ground up pork rinds. And I just ground them up in my little magic bullet that I have, that I bought not too long ago. I used to just put them in a plastic bag and crunch them up, but this is more efficient. So I'm going to take my 4 ounces of bass, 4-ounce fillet. It's a little moist, and I'm just going to lay it in here and get it coated as best I can with the pork rinds. And by the way, this is pork rinds with habanero on them. So this recipe I found when I was looking into keto, the keto diet, and learning about it and getting recipes from it. And this is something that's very common, low carb. Okay, I got that pretty well coated. I've got the oil already, once again, a tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm just going to lay my fillet right down in the middle here. And that's good and hot. Now I'll let this cook for probably 3 to 4 minutes, maybe. I just kind of have to see. Should release from the bottom of the pan when it's good and crisp. I'll turn, matter of fact, I'm going to turn the heat down now to medium heat, and then I'll check it. Let me give these a stir. Okay, I got all the olive oil kind of soaked on these, so I'm going to doctor them with a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt and just a little bit of garlic powder. Okay. Now, I didn't put any seasoning on the fish only because it has, those pork rinds have habanero, so I'm not going to touch them. Let me give these a mix. Okay, I just want to make sure that each one of these has good contact. All of them have good contact with the bottom of the pan. And just stir them every 30 seconds or so. And this has come along quite nicely, and it's getting real close to needing to turn it over. Okay, I think it's ready to turn over. It's been about 3.5 minutes or so. Just flip it real quick. Ah, look at that. You see how nice and crispy that is on that side. Yeah, so this will need to go 2 to 3 minutes on that side. Now I just need to give these another stir. See, they're browning up real good. Now, most of the time, I'll just cook my fish like this without pork rinds or any other coating on them. I just spice them up real good and cook them in the pan that way. And with the asparagus, sometimes I'll cut them in half or in 3 sections. They're just kind of easier to maneuver around the pan. Anyway, that's one of the meals that I like, and that's only half of that asparagus, and so I'll have the other probably as a snack sometime later. We are sitting on a little over 1 acre of land, and you've seen it a few times in my videos. And Hurley and I have a little trail that kind of goes around the trees that we just walk a few times a day. I get out here, spend time with him, but there's a lot of rocks and bricks and stumps and just wood laying on the ground of various kinds. And so I decided I need to make use of this property here. So I've kind of hacked through some vines and some of the brush and have made some zigzag trails up and down this slope. It's hard to tell, as always, you know, how something may ascend or descend, how steep it is. And it's not real steep, but it definitely is more than what I walk on typically, which is pavement or asphalt. So I'm getting rather tired of that. And so this has obstacles in the way, and it's got a good slope, but I will show you, I haven't gotten the trails beaten down yet as far as, you know, from walking it. I just got that done this week as far as clearing places. Okay, well, let me show you my trail. Okay, that distance, all the zigzagging up and down that hill comes out to 1,430 feet. So if I do that 4 times, that will be over a mile. So 4 times, just doing what I have kind of mapped out right there on that hill, 4 times will be a little over a mile. And so I can just keep going up and down and get however many miles I want. Now, this is just a convenient daily place to get in my walks and with my pack on, and it be where it's not just pavement. You know, there are rocks out here and stumps and roots and tree limbs and pipe, and I can even, there's a lot of loose rock, kind of big rocks around. I can even maneuver those and put those along my path to make it even more difficult in certain places. So that's the plan. Well, as you know, my brother David has been battling cancer for a long time now, and the most recent tests have shown that his chemo pills have been working. They've stopped the growth of the cancer, but just recently they found a tumor that they didn't know existed, and it's on his spine in his neck. And so just a few days ago, he had major surgery to remove the tumor and do reconstructive surgery on his spine. And my sister-in-law has been down there with him, and today his boys, all three of them, went down there to visit their dad in the hospital in Austin. Oh, good Sunday morning. I can tell my hair's getting real shaggy. It's time for a haircut. But anyway, well, just to let you know, my brother is doing well. The surgery went well. Recovery's kind of slow, but not unexpected. So it's he's doing okay. Oh man, I have also been thinking a lot about the hikers that are out there on the AT, and they're in my thoughts and prayers. Some of them have been out there for 40 or 50 days already and have had some of the worst weather ever. So some of them are just about to get out there, and the weather's still bad. So man, I commend all of them, and they definitely have my respect and admiration. They're pretty tough. Well, I know it might be kind of silly. I'm excited about a little backyard trail back there, but I tell you what, I was getting tired of that pavement, and it is nice to just, I can get my pack on, I can put my head down, and just get after it on walking on something other than, you know, asphalt. And I just kind of try to imagine I'm out there on the AT or something and just get my mind to a different place than the quote-unquote Matrix. But anyway, so I had fun getting that ready, and so far I'm really liking it. I think it'll be good for me. And this coming weekend, it's for those of us who are fighting the Battle of the Bulge. It's one of those times that, once again, it's a challenge because of the Easter Bunny. And as one of my subscribers, well, actually he's not a subscriber, he's a longtime viewer of my channel, he encouraged me to stay away from the Easter Bunny this week and this weekend. So that's great advice. Don't want to be eating chocolate bunnies or chocolate malted eggs or anything like that. So I think I'll be able to handle it. I'm feeling pretty strong. So, but anyway, guys, once again, thanks for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe to my channel. Please share it if you would, and I'll see you next week.